So what percentage of people walk, do takeaway, compared to the number of people who, like, what's the percentage?
I'd say 50-50 generally.
50-50, really?
You know, there's just as many people, if not, well, it depends on seasonal things, you know. In the winter, you tend to find that there's a little bit more of the sit-down going on inside than people walking the streets with it. But, you know, it's still very much we've always been an integral part of this area, so... You know, it's just we just look at ourselves as custodians of it rather than owners.
All right. Now tell me, what's the most popular thing coming off the menu?
You'd be looking at cod and haddock, really. That's your traditional fish and chip shop fare. Doesn't, you know, it's what fish and chip stands for. You get different variations and different fish around the UK, which works for fish and chips, but if you're looking for traditional fish and chips as a reference point, start with cod and haddock.
What about you? What are you eating?
My personal favourite is skate.
How come?
It's got a completely different flavour. It's one of those things, you know, a lot of our customers buy skate here, but it's one of those items that if you ever eat it badly done, you'll never ever want to eat it again. We're quite good at it, and it's just a case that we'd like to say to our regulars know that we can do it, and it's a very nice one.
Cool. Now just tell me one last thing, I'll let you go. Tell me about the process. Just walk me through quick steps. What do you do to make a great fish and chips?
Right. Okay. First step, get all your preparation done. Peel your potatoes, leave them in water. Once you've chipped them,
so you slice them up, you chip them,
and leave them in cold water and rinse all the starch out of your chips.
All right.
Then, obviously, prepare your fish, prepare your batter. Leave your batter to settle for around about 15 minutes or so.
And the batter, we're talking a basic flour, water, salt,
a little bit of seasoning, to your own preference.
Basic. All right.
You know, a bit thicker than your usual pancake mix.
Okay,
so, all right. You know, something like that.
Okay.
Then we use something called rice cones, which is ground down rice, semolina basically.
Oh, okay.
And we put the fish in its raw state in the semolina and dust it off before it goes in the batter. This helps the batter adhere to the fish.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, and form a case. Now, basically what you want to do is your oil temperature. Use good quality oil. We use peanut oil here.
Really? Very high fat peanut oil. Wow.
Well, it's good. It's actually a very dense oil.
That's right.
So it holds a lot of heat. So when you put your items in there, the oil temperature doesn't drop, and you get very little oil penetrating into the fish.
Okay.
So for a given quantity of oil, you get less heat drop.
Okay.
So get your oil up to a temperature, put your items in, and what you're looking to try and do is form a case of, you know, like when you sear meat before you put it in the oven?
Sure, of course.
It's the same thing. Build a cocoon around it, and then it should just steam in its own juices with very little oil getting into the product.
How long does a piece of fish sit in the oil?
Because of the volume of oil that we've got and the amount of heat that can retain, our fish generally takes about 7 or 8 minutes. But I would say in a domestic situation, give yourself about 10 minutes. Just monitor that it's not getting too hot, vary the heat. And then some people like to blanch their chips, bring them to a half-cooked state, drain them, and then put them in at a
Not me, man. Not me. No. But I guess you got to do that if you got a lot of stuff coming through.
Well, that's it. That's unfortunately, we've got a new machine coming soon, which is going to help relieve that problem.
Really?
Yeah, we just can't keep up with demand with the current one.
All right, tell me, what's your favorite part of the job?
The people. It's just like here in a cosmopolitan city, and everybody coming here. It's like I don't have to travel the world. The world comes to visit me here. No 2 days are the same. Different peoples. Everybody's welcome.
Worst part of the job?
People.
Come on, tell me a little bit more about that part of it.
You've got a huge variation. You've got certain people who are less than desirable. You know, being the centre of London, everyone walks through here, so you've got to take the good with the bad.
Sounds good.
Occasionally, the local authorities, as the council, they're a pain in the arse. Yeah, they are. If you're watching this, you are a pain in the arse. And that's about it, you know.
All right,
we like doing what we're doing. We're very happy with our little corner of the world.
You've been here a long time?
Our family's had this, and I've grown up in here for the last 30 years.
This is your family who's the custodian, so to speak?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've been here a long time and seen a lot of things change around here, but kind of adhering to equality, seen us through.
Are there any little ones in the family?
I've got 2 boys, and my brother has I have 2 nieces.
Have they started to come working in the back yet?
Oh yeah, my granddad bust our hump from the age of 10, so we gave him a couple of years more than Dad gave us, but they're in here. They mess about, but the oldest one now is 12, so he's actually doing serious work. But he likes it.
Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. Well, it was really great to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Marc.
Marc.
A real pleasure. A pleasure.